Hi you guys, welcome back to Surgeon Made Tea. So this video is about the doctors that you do not want to go to. These are the doctors that you should stay away from, completely away. Okay, so let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we have Dr. Bays out of Mexico. Okay, besides the fact that he has multiple deaths, he is also very negligent. He's not a good doctor. If you do go to him, you're probably going to be in fear for your life. Mexico, they are a very corrupt country, so therefore he can have things altered. When I say altered, I mean if you pass away, they can usually pay the medical examiner to basically just say whatever they would like the medical examiner to say. So yeah, just basically stay away from this doctor if you are going to have surgery in Mexico. Okay, coming in at number 4, we have Dr. Robles out of the Dominican Republic. This is going to be, I don't even know where I should start. On top of the death, the burns, the infections that she constantly gives out, she's very racist. So if you are a African American or you are a black woman, you might want to run past her because she is very racist. She's known to say racist things. And on top of that, she just has too many deaths, too many infections, too many complaints for her to even still hold a license. Don't let the picture fool you. This lady is a menace to the surgery community. Just period. Okay, this next doctor I just kind of added in because you guys need to know about Felix Almanzer. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name correctly, but he is located in the Dominican Republic. He works with a lot of surgery dolls that have a higher BMI. So with dolls having a higher BMI, there's a higher chance of infections, deaths, and just negligence all around. Now, some doctors would usually tell their patients that have a higher BMI to lose the weight because once you lose the weight, there's a lower risk in your surgery. But Dr. Felix, he does not care. He will work with a doll with a higher BMI, knowing that this could possibly result in death, which is why he has so many deaths. And when I say so many, I mean over 10, probably over 20. He is a very high risk doctor, and a lot of dolls do go to him because they feel like that they cannot lose the weight. They don't want to lose the weight. So they like to find a doctor that will work with a higher BMI, and they usually go to him, and a lot of them usually don't make it back. Okay, on the next slide, here is a review that I found from one of the patients that passed away. You guys are more than welcome to stop, pause the video and read it for yourself. That's just one. Now, keep in mind, this man has multiple deaths. I just, and out of respect for the victim's family, I did not want to post their pictures without their family's consent. So I will not be posting their pictures. But I do encourage everyone, if you have an Instagram, to go follow Doll Memorial. And you'll see for yourself how many deaths this man actually has. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I had to take the review out of the video because there was no way that I was able to crop it so that it could, so that you guys could properly read the whole review. So I just had to remove it. But you can go to Doll Memorial on Instagram and check that review out. Okay, next on the list, coming in at number 3, we have Goals Plastic Surgery Center. And when I say goals, this goes for the one in New York, the one in Atlanta, the one in Chicago. All of them are a no-go. Majority of the physicians, or whatever you want to call them in there, are not licensed. They have many infections, many deaths. They've been all over the news plenty of times, especially the one in Atlanta. They give major discounts on surgery because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have to spend more money to have what they messed up fixed. So yeah, their surgery is pretty cheap at Goals. Stay away. Do not go. Your surgery that you get there is not gonna be your goal. And I can tell you that now. Okay, so coming in at number 2 is Dr. Yeli Desantos out of the Dominican Republic. And you probably have heard of her before. And there's a reason why I listed her number 2. She has so many deaths, so many infections, so many lawsuits. The list just goes on and on and on. And I placed her at number 2 for a good reason. I just would not recommend. And I wish that I could post some of the pictures and the reviews that this lady has gotten. You would be mind blown. She's a hit or miss. Now, I have seen some dolls that she has snatched up. But on the other hand, there are many dolls that end up dying in her care. She does not care. As far as aftercare, there's none with her. She's not going to take responsibility for anything. So if you do have something wrong with your surgery afterwards, don't reach out to her because she's going to quickly let you know that she does not care. Once that money is in her pocket, you are on your own. Do not, and I repeat, do not go to her for a breast augmentation. You are going to quickly regret it. And one thing about Dr. Yeli, she does not perform majority of her surgeries. So they have what they call ghost surgeons, or surgeons that have just got out of school. But you won't know that because you're under anesthesia. So I'm telling you now, stay away from her if you're going to the Dominican Republic. There are a lot of good doctors out there, but she's not one of them. And those are just facts. Okay, coming in at number 1 is Dr. Hector Cabral out of the Dominican Republic. Now, majority of you guys already know about Cabral, but for the new dolls that come into the community that don't, Google. He has, when I say multiple deaths, like, I'm not exaggerating it. Like, with Cabral, there is a high chance that you are not going to make it out of surgery. I have heard that he also has ghost surgeons, which is why a lot of patients end up dying in his care. They end up with infections. If you don't pass away, then you're probably going to end up with an infection. You're probably going to end up having to take months and months of wound vac surgery. It's going to cost you a lot more money to get that fixed. One thing about Cabral, either you're going to come out snatched or you're not going to come out at all. And it's just, that's a harsh way of saying it, but it is the truth. Now, he is the king. He will snatch you. He will give you the big, BBL like you want. But, some of his patients, majority of them, just don't make it out. So, yeah, as far as Hector Cabral, go at your own risk. That's all I'm going to say. Go at your own risk. Last but not least, and I put Dr. Jose de Cena, aka Def Cena, actually the first one for a reason, and the name speaks for itself. He got the name Def Cena because he has so many deaths. Literally every doll he touches dies. It is a miracle if you make it out. And I mean a miracle. And he has so many deaths, like, it is ridiculous. Like, it is appalling that this man is not locked up. His licenses are taken away. It is just unbelievable to me as to how many deaths he has, and as to how many dolls that actually keep going to him and they end up unalive because they don't want to listen to us dolls that have been in the surgery community for a very, very long time. And we try to tell y'all this, and we're not trying to be haters or anything, but we fear for your safety. We fear for your life. One thing I will say is, if you do book an appointment with this man, if you do go over there, you need to make sure that you have a life insurance policy. And that is real. You need a life insurance policy if you are planning on having surgery with this man, because there is nine and a 9 and 10% chance that you are not going to make it back to your country. And I'm just being honest. And whenever you pass away in the Dominican Republic or any other country, your family has to pay for your body to come back to the country, to your country. The doctors over there, they don't pay for that if you pass away. And I think that is around $20,000. So if you look at it, it's a lot more to get your unalived body back into the U.S. than what he was going to charge you for surgery. And he's still going to charge you for surgery. And you guys really need to follow Doll Memorial. They have, and also there's a Facebook group called Survivors of the Cena. They have so many videos, so many pictures. If you don't come out unalive, there's a high chance that you are going to come out with an infection, disfigured. The list just goes on and on and on. Now, in these next few clips I am going to post, I am going to show you guys how serious this is if you decide to get surgery with this man. I wish I would have made this video last year, because from last year to now, he has had a couple of deaths. And I truly believe that if those dolls would have saw this video, that their mind would have completely changed. Now, about Cena, and I'm going to call him that because that's what he is, Cena. He has a assistant named Tandra Conyers, that recruits for him. She's his side chick. She claims she's his wife, but she's actually not his legal wife. She's an assistant slash lover slash whatever. I don't even know. Watch out for her. She is the one that recruits dolls for him. She's the one that, and she lives, I think she lives in Texas, so she recruits out of Texas. What they do is, she also owns a tax business. So I've seen on the internet that if you go get your taxes done with her, then she'll say you can get $500 to $1,000 off of surgery. But what these dolls don't know is that surgery is going to be with her lover, which is Cena. She gets paid to recruit dolls to go over there and have surgery with him. And guess what? She's going to recruit you to go over there and have surgery. And as soon as something goes wrong, she's going to take his side because that is her lover. She's not going to care about you. She only cares about money. She acts like she cares about the girls in the beginning, but as soon as something happens, you're going to quickly see that that's going to change, and you're going to see the real her. Now, this is a review from the group. That this is just 2 reviews, but there's millions more, and I just didn't want to post them all in here. But yeah, and I know some of you are saying, who could be worse than Dr. Hector Cabral? Here you have it. Jose de Cena, aka Cena. And here's also a picture of the work he's done. Now, this lady came in for a tummy tuck, and he ended up cutting all around her body. That's not a tummy tuck. And I want you ladies to look at this, because imagine going in for a simple tummy tuck and coming out looking like this. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a tummy tuck at all. This next clip is very disturbing. Dr. Jose de Cena actually filmed this surgery live. This lady, it is a miracle that she is alive, and I did speak with her in the group, and she did state that she has had She's had wound vac therapy. She has went through multiple therapies after this. As you can see in the picture, he has her turned over on her stomach in laying on a filthy, I don't even know what you call it, towel or whatever. Whenever you do a tummy tuck, you're supposed to actually sew the stomach up first before you flip the patient over to perform the BBL. This man left her stomach open. And keep in mind that he actually live streamed this. Flipped her over while her stomach was open, which caused her to have multiple infections. I think she had liver damage. It was just a miracle that she is still alive today and that she actually made it out. Like, that was horrible to see. I mean, a lot of us dolls in the surgery community had actually screen recorded it because we were so shocked at what we were seeing. I'm not a surgeon, and even I know that you're not supposed to have someone laying on their stomach while it's literally cut open. And then it looks like that the pad that she was laying on was just dirty, which is like screams an infection, screams staph. Okay, you guys, brace yourself for this next clip. And RIP to this lady. I want you guys to listen to this clip. This is actually a clip of Tandra trying to, she's videotaping this lady and trying to convince her to say that she's okay. When in actuality, this lady was far from okay. She was slowly dying. This is not the first time that she's pulled something like this. This is how Tandra operates. I want you guys to actually listen to it. And it's so heartbreaking because that lady actually passed away. She was not okay after having her surgery with the Cena. And it's really heartbreaking, but to have her sit there and you videotape, basically forcing her to say that she's okay. And you have to keep in mind that this lady was in another country. She was in the Dominican Republic, who is also corrupt. And whenever you pass away over there, they also pay the medical examiners, the pathologists, to say whatever they want on that autopsy. So whenever your body makes it back to the USA, your family has to get another autopsy done to actually get the truth as to why you passed away. It's sad, and I want you guys to listen to it, and I want you guys to feel this message and understand that this man is not worth going over there. I don't care if he gives you $2,000 off surgery, $3,000 off surgery. It's not worth your life. If you do take a chance and go over there, you need to make sure that you have an insurance policy that your family can cash out on so that they can have the funds to get your body back to the US. This was Dr. Jacena's latest victim. She passed away this year in 2022. I think it was April. And her name is Shakori. Also, speaking of I think it was the third doctor that I listed in the video, Dr. Felix Almanzer. He's the one who trained Dr. Cena. So when I tell you guys that he has multiple deaths, he's the one that trained. So just stay away from them both. The big dogs, I understand that you guys want your surgery, but go to someone safe. And God bless you all. This is the end of the video. I will be doing more videos on who your favorite Instagram model went to. I know you guys are still waiting on Jania, and I been got the tea on that, but I'm going to release that video soon. Thank you guys for tuning in to Surgeon Made Tea. And remember to please stay away from these doctors that I listed. Have a good day.